What's my mother name?
What we do here is go back.
What's up guys, KDub175 back with another Pokemon Duel video, and this video is going to be mainly informational for new players, but there's going to be some tips and tricks in here for players that have been around for a while. So, the basics. How to sell coins. You go to the shop, go to exchange coins, the shop button down there, and I search by 0 MP. Rarity, 0 MP, descending. You can find all your gold and sell it really quickly. Fusion. So you hit the fusion button down there on your bottom bar, and this is searching by descending and acquire. I'm going to be able to see all the Pokemon that I've pulled recently, and if you don't know the typing, you can long press like I'm doing here, and where I'm tapping in you can see that Pokemon's typing. So then you can see I have descending, and I'm searching by rarity in all figures, and then I select the typing to find the grass typing. Now this is only going to work if they're all locked, which I'm going to show you how to do. But see how everything is dimmed out? I'm not going to be able to fuse anything away that's locked. But this Tangela and the Morello pop up. See how they're lit up? Because they're not locked. So I know, because I like to keep 3 of everything, and I lock 3 of everything. So I know that this one needs fused away. So I'm going to choose the one right here that has almost up to chain level 7. See, we only needed 1 more point. We're at 8 out of 9. So this duplicate gives us experience, which costs coins. That's where you see that 1525 there. It's going to cost us to fuse it, and it's going to give us a chain level point. But to be able to expand the wheel, which we're going to do here, you have to have 9. So this is going to be a chain level 7, and it's an easy choice. There's only 1 attack. So we're going to obviously, put that 1 point. We're not expanding the wheel. We're just increasing the chain level point by 1. So I like descending, because it's going to give you all your top UXs and EXs all at the top. Who wants to scroll to the bottom to find the best figures? So let's just say, you're going to just find your Terrakion, and you want to level it up. All you got to do is unselect everything and select 0 MP, and boom, there you go. There is all your experience. Your blue cubes, it's metal, blue metal for experience. You put that in there to level up from level 1 to level 5. And we're at level 4, you can see it's increasing, and it costs coins. Getting from level 4 to level 5 is super expensive, especially if you're brand new and you don't have a lot of coins. But each cube rarity has a different experience amount, so you just need to do the math, make sure you're not wasting any experience. And then whenever you're ready, I'm just going to put this 1 cube in for now. I mean, I could easily get it to level 5, but it costs the coins, and we're not doing anything to the wheel. Nothing, the wheel didn't pop up. We're not changing anything because we still have a lot of experience to go. So how to lock figures, there's that little lock button. I don't know if if you guys have never noticed it, but you can long press while you're in fusion and lock it, or come to the view figures, especially if you haven't locked any of your figures. I recommend locking all of your EXs and rares and UXs at least, but you should definitely lock everything, and you'll see why here later. But I have changed it from descending to acquire to see what everything is that I've just recently pulled. But let's go to rarity. Again, if you just want to see your resources, this is 0 MP. And if you just want to calculate how much metal or carbonite that you have, it's kind of good to do the math on all of your experience to see how much you have and see how far that's going to be able to get you. But doing everything, and you could unselect the 0 MP if you wanted to get rid of your resources, but here you go. And I just recommend start at the top, click on your figure, lock them, and then you can swipe to the right and just lock everything. I like to keep 3 of everything if possible, or at least 2, even if the figure sucks, because you never know whenever it's going to get a buff. But again, you just hit that lock button up there in the top left corner, and it's going to be locked. Okay, you can also lock your plates by clicking on plates. And I probably keep way more plates than I need to and duplicates, but I don't really see a reason not to. I mean, it's always nice to have them if you never know what kind of deck or strategy is going to come out. Again, you get here by hitting menu in the bottom right there, and then you hit view figures and plates, and then you can toggle back and forth between your figures and your plates. So lock everything, guys, because you don't want to accidentally fuse something away. Trust me, my younger brother, if fused away a Gyarados. He was very upset about it. I think he fused it into Articuno by accident. So select any figure that's below level 5. Okay, if it's level 5, nothing's gonna light up because it's already, you know, maxed out, unless it's like a cube or something. So you can select any figure that's below level 5, and everything that's unlocked, you know, your figures that are unlocked will pop up, including the cubes. Now see, we can't use that green EX cube because it's only going to be used on EX figures. You got to use green UX cubes on UX figures. So you can scroll down trying to find if you wanted to level this thing up, and it's like, okay, here's a rare cube, but it's much easier to just sort by 0 MP like I showed you guys earlier. Now, to find figures that you need to fuse the duplicates into, you can also do this. I like to search by rarity like I was showing you guys earlier, but if you're not familiar with all the the typings, yeah, I like to search by typings, but if you're not familiar with the typings, you can do it this way. So this figure's, even though it's a level 10, we can still work on it for chain levels. But the other one's a chain level 10, and you know, we can't do anything to it. Now see, that figure's locked. It's not going to allow us to put any figures in there. So even though that one Sableye there is unlocked, we're not able to select it because this Grimer is already level 5. Even though it needs chain levels, but you can't get chain levels from other figures. It has to be a duplicate or a green cube. But we can put it into this Shiinotic because it still needs experience. So figures are good for experience, and if it's the same exact figure that you're fusing into the same figure, you get chain levels as well as experience. So experience costs coins, and if this one's already level 10, so we're just doing it strictly for the chain level points, and it's free. It doesn't cost any cubes once you're level 5 because you're not getting any more experience. So experience costs coins, chain levels are free, whether you're using figures that are duplicates or green cubes. So I just find another figure that's below level 5 and scroll down till I see a figure that pops out, because everything's locked that I know that I want to keep. So Golisopod, I'm going to pick my top Golisopod that I'm still working on. Then I'm going to add the figure that's not locked because I already know I have 3 of them. That one's lit up, I can see, and I'm just going to fuse it away. So this is how I manage my account, guys. And I think it's the most efficient way. I haven't really seen anybody do it this way, and sometimes it kind of triggers me whenever they have to scroll all the way to the bottom to find an EX, or if they're trying to be really fast on like a live stream or a video to just, you know, fuse through their figures. You know, they're like fusing Tyrannitars into like, you know, Sableyes into like EX figures, and I never recommend doing that, guys. You want them for the chain levels. Even if you're not using them, again, you never know when a figure's going to get buffed. So we find the Magneton, and this is going to get us to another chain level. Now, before we were able to get a chain level on that Tangela, it was an easy choice. There was only 1 attack. But this one has 3 attacks. So how do you decide which attack you want to put the chain levels into? Well, you need to figure out what that figure is going to be mainly doing, and how are you going to run that figure. Magneton is an electric type. You know, I recommend running it with Tapu Koko. You're going to get a plus 30. So that 80 is going to turn into a 110, which can go, you know, neutral with a chain level 10 Zapdos. So I put 1 chain level into the 81, and plus it's the biggest attack. This 40 is a pretty common attack, even if it's not getting a buff. So putting a chain level in there I think is pretty good, but it also turns to a 70 with a plus 30, which is also a pretty common attack, like say a base level Sableye. So having a chain level in that is good. 60 is an odd attack, as well as a 90, even though there's like Sceptile and most recently the Regirock. But I don't know. I feel like like a 91. I don't know. It probably could be good to put into the 60. And then if we're getting a plus 10 from like Ampharos's ability, if a figure is paralyzed, or if we have Electro Energy, we get a plus 10 when next to an electric type. So we do get a plus 10 from that, which would turn it to 100. So a 101 could be good. But you guys can, you know, if you make the wrong decision with chain leveling, you can always come back in and reallocate the damage. It does cost 10 gems, but you can do this at any time. Also, whenever you do get a new chain level, like getting to chain level 5, we can change that around however we want to, just like you guys seen, and it doesn't cost any gems. Now, you can never reallocate an attack, you know, until you get it to level 5. See, it's grayed out. We're not going to be able to select it. So you can change it. Say you go to level 1 to level 2 and you expand the 40 by accident. When you go from level 2 to level 3, you can change it. You can take it out of the 40 and put it into the 80. But once you get to level 4, like, you're stuck with that attack until you get to level 5. So be very, very sure of which attack slice you're leveling when getting any EX figure to level 4. Because it's super expensive to get from level 4 to level 5. So definitely, you know, ask somebody in Discord, and Fodders or Rico's Discords. You can ask me, comment on my videos. You can hit me up on Twitter. You know, just tweet at me, or ask anybody. Just get some advice. Make sure you're leveling up the right attack before you get to level 4. So I recommend getting all your figures to level 3 first, and then, you know, be sure on which attack you guys want to level before you get to level 4. That's all I gotta say, because I've done it before when starting out. So here, I'm just going to show you guys how I kind of breeze through cleaning up my account after a booster opening. I check acquired, descending. You know, I do descending and acquired. I memorize all my new figures and their typing, and then I go rarity and descending and search by type. So this is normal typing. I scroll down until I find a figure that pops out, drop the one, pick the one up, and as long as it's below level 5, I can keep it in the stand and figures will continue to pop out. I thought there was a grass type, but I guess not. So we're going to go to flying. Right there, boom. Celesteela pops right out. Now, even though they're tagged new, they're not always going to be tagged new, but I want to keep 2 Celesteela. So I'm going to lock it, throw it in there. It's below level 5 there. I see a Noivern has popped out, so drop the Celesteela, put the Noivern in there. I expand the Hurricane when expanding, and I put the chain level points into the Boom Burst. I feel like that's definitely the right call, especially when you evolve the Noivern. It can't be knocked out by gold. Or, I mean, it could, like, it'll just turn to a white attack. So, yeah, the purple can't be knocked out by, there is no gold attacks. So I scroll down, find the Pupitar, and this is how OCD I am. Actually, unlock the one, lock the other, so I can have it, so I don't have, like, my good one in the middle there. But we're doing it for the chain levels. It's already level 5. Now I can't continue to keep that one in there because nothing else will light up. So I drop it. I see the Rhydon. Again, I know it's easy to point out with, you know, they're stamped new, but again, they're not always going to be like that. It just happened to be that way right now. But that new stamp does go away if you, like, go in somehow and you pop out or whatever. But yeah, I just keep a figure in there that's below level 5, search by the typing, I kind of memorize by acquired, I know what figures I need, and then I just go through descending order. I can't stress that enough, descending. Look at that, we're almost at chain level 8 on Umbreon. Descending, just like you see, rarity, and then by typing. And then you just scroll down, there we go, Tynamo pops out, drop him, and we're leveling up, we're chain level. He's already level 5, so if they're already above level 5, again, they're not going to cost any coins. You're just doing it for the chain levels. So, Flaffy, I only had 2. I wanted to keep 3, so you can just long press and lock it right from this page. So let's say I wanted to level this up, okay? Well, first I go to acquired. Say you forget if you have any other figures. You can go by acquired. Nothing else is popping up because everything that I know that I want to keep is locked, so I know that I've cleaned everything up. So say I wanted to level this up, I could go to Rarity, 0 MP, and here we go. Here's all of my experience metal. So I could throw in this, and, you know, imagine just scrolling through all your figures trying to find the right size or the right experience cube. But let's just say that you only needed like 250 more points. You know, you can also scroll by acquired because you're most likely going to have like a common crappy figure like a Bayleaf. But in this case, it's going to be a waste because we're actually wasting more experience by using 2 commons. You know, because I used to really pinch on my experience because I was always behind on experience. So, you know, if using 2 common figures, we're wasting like 280 experience versus using a 500 experience cube, we're wasting like 188. Now, I could probably break it down and use like a couple of rares, but I don't feel like doing the math and like figuring that out for this video. But you guys get the point. It's very efficient. It makes it a lot easier to organize everything, to guarantee you're never going to waste anything or have a hard time finding something or accidentally fuse something away. Again, plates, you can sell them, lock them in the view figures and plates, and then you can search by like rarity and see, you know, how many you have of each plate, and then the ones that you lock, you want to keep. Any ones that are lit up, you don't want to keep any more of those, and then you can sell them for coins. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. This was mainly because my brother had a ton of questions, to be honest, and I felt like I've got these questions from new players, even players that have been playing for a while. Maybe they didn't understand something with the chain level or the experience. So I really hope this helped all of you guys out. If you're new to the game or if you've been around for a while, maybe you learned some new tips and tricks. If so, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. And leave me a comment and let me know if you want to see more tips and tricks videos, if you guys have a topic that you guys want me to talk about. Follow me on Twitter at KDub175, and until the next one, later guys.